Alright, welcome back to another episode of The Bastard's Guide to Direwolf20. Let's see. Still no emeralds. Well, that's really surprising. Alright, there should be a bunch of cows down here now. I'm gonna remove 2 for right now, and here you go, here's some wheat. I'm gonna steal the baby. I was gonna say if you don't mind, but they really do not have a choice. So there we go. And there we go. So those 2 there. Good. So meanwhile, I'm gonna quickly shove this in here. Oh dear. It died inside the wall. That's really useful. Okay, so we're going to put the baby back down here. We already have one adult. So we'll return an adult down there as well. There we go. Alright, and this guy is a goner. Anyway, I think it's fairly safe to conclude that this is not going to be the way we're going to get slime, so I'm going to do something else. Now, first of all, I'm going to charge the electric jetpack. This needs to happen right away, and I want a full charge, because, yeah. And I'm going to get a block. It's called a glider, and hang glider, alright. So, there we go. I'm going to need 2 of these glider wings, and I'm going to combine them into a hang glider. This is from openblocks, and it's very useful, as a matter of fact, in traveling distances. There's other ways to get slime too, but given my recent bout of luck with anything, I'm not going to bother. So, I'm going to do something that's likely to give some output. See? Still no slimes down there. I have no idea why there's no slimes, given that they spawned for several episodes in a row, and now they don't spawn anymore. Anyway, I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm going to move on and attempt to deal with this in another way. Now, I think there's a stick in here, but I don't know where it went, and I don't want to go in there to pick it up, so it'll just despawn eventually, if it isn't already. Anyway, oh yeah, we're going to need some building materials, and seeing the most exotic thing I have is stone, I probably want to keep that up, so I'm going to get a barrel. I don't have a spare barrel. Oh, that's interesting. Well, this barrel will probably do, so I'm going to break it. So I break it, then all the locks and stuff goes away. There we go. And then I need some more stone to cook. I'm going to have to check if my, well, obviously I have fuel on my, reactor, or we wouldn't be seeing anything from it. Oh, jeez. Okay, so this machine is not minted now. I'm going to dump this in here, and I'm going to get some yellorium ingots just to make sure that this is still powered up when I return. As you can see, it's starting to go down a little bit, so I'm going to pop this in and take this out. So the cyanide, oh dear, no, okay. The cyanide, sort of a different ball game. Cyanide can be turned into plutonium, or it can be used to build with. And initially, I'm going to use it to build with, but it can turn into plutonium, and plutonium is a fuel just like yellorite. It's actually just as good, but the thing is, 2 bars of cyanide turns into 1 bar of plutonium. So for every time I run a stack through a big reactor, I get half a stack to run through it again, which will then lead me to a quarter of a stack, and then an eighth of a stack, and so on and so forth. However, it can be used to build with, and that's where I want to go. Okay, so this is of course never going to happen because there's no fuel in there. Yeah, alright, these are mistakes that I need to not be making. Anyway, I'm gonna watch that fill up for right now. So, let's poke our head out. Okay, sun's gonna eventually go down. Before that happens, I'm wondering, if I should bother with a second, if I should bother with a second jetpack or not. Part of me says that it should never be necessary because I want to get away from the jetpacks, but another part of me says with the luck I've been having lately, then maybe getting a second jetpack and keeping that charging will prove beneficial to me. But I don't know. Alright, I'll let this charge because I actually want the sun to go down so I can sleep the night away and have a full day out. I'm contemplating expanding my area for cows down here a little bit. Yeah, I think I will. Alright, so my cows will do better longer, and of course this had to happen. Yeah, they never noticed. Alright, so we'll dump this in here. I'll put the raspberries and whatnot in here. Good. Let's see, this is doing its thing. Juice on this thing in here, and hopefully my jetpack is fully charged. Alright, well that means we're ready for the expedition. Now it's just a matter of when the sun goes down. Actually, that's going to be in a few minutes, so I'm going to demonstrate what I'm going to do with this. Now this will get me to the places I need to go a lot faster. Now be aware, if I switch away from this, then I'm going to fall. So we want to be aware that there's a certain risk involved in using this, but I just think the risk outweighs the reward, and I'll just have to focus on what I'm doing. And I have the jetpack that can actually, like, I can use the jetpack boost to still provide a safe landing, so I think I'll be alright. Anyway, I need to go back to base, so now this is means of travel. You can see this is really fast. Whoop. And that guy is still not friendly, so alright, so this I'll put in the ME system. This I'll recharge. Oh dear, my door is out. Stuff like that is going to get me killed if I keep slacking on paying attention. Anyway, getting sleep. And alright, time to find slime. So, which direction have I not been very far in? I'm guessing this one. So I'm going to pop this out, and I'm going to hold down shift. Now this will make me glide really fast. Now I want to be aware that if I overdo my gliding, I might give the server more of a workout than it can handle. Like, this is terrain generation in ultra speed, which is not necessarily really good for the server. Alright, so there's a little island out here, that's cozy. Yeah, as we can tell now, terrain gen has stalled on the server. So I'll just return over here, and then hopefully it'll catch up again. Alright, yeah, it seems to be catching up again now, and yeah, alright. So traveling far on a server requires quite a bit of power on the server, and I'm actually, it is for demonstrational purposes, you know, I just made a small virtual machine to handle this, so it doesn't have a ton of resources. Oh, there we go, there's exactly what I was looking for. Ta-da! If I found this yesterday, all my trouble would have been over. So, we have all the purple and otherwise slime that any one person could want. Now, slimes can spawn in this, so it's not completely risk-free to do this, but I just want some slime to bring back with me, so yeah. And I'm gonna see if I can get a slime sapling off of the plant over here. There's a trick to slimes. I don't know why, but once you remove this, the leaves will actually start to fade. Oh, hello. Hello there. There we go. No drops. But another one of these we can murder, and oh, there we go, there's a slime. Alright, so I went from no slimes to actually having slime. That's nice. And I'm, of course, gonna get some, because now I'm, yeah, I should have done this like 3 episodes ago, we would have been done already. Anyway, it means that now I can actually get, my, spawner. I have multiple ways of slime now, and yeah, so I'm going to pick up that sapling, because the ability to grow slime trees is amazing in terms of replenishing slime. It's one of those things that you have to take into account, you know, how do you want to do this, and yeah, so I have a slime sapling, I can grow slime trees, and I have enough slime to make several spawners, so which also means I can make a cow spawner to satisfy my pink slime needs for later bout with. Oh, that's good. There we go. Alright. I'll need to have another pink slime if I'm gonna do mining lasers. So yeah, we'll definitely want pink slime later anyway. Anywho, we're good to go, and I'm gonna. Yeah, so I'm looking funny, but I have plenty of fuel left on my jetpack, considering I didn't fly this way anyway, so that probably helps too. There's some oil out here if I ever need oil, but I've already moved on to big reactors, so I'm actually just going to try to mine to sustain that. I've built a really nice big reactor in the void world, so as soon as I get enough pearls, I can probably mine to sustain it. So that's my plan, mine to sustain, and then yeah, anyway. And I'm going to roll out this, and I'm going to drop gently into this hole. It'll be nice to have something that automatically handles my landing, but we'll get to that later. So all of this has a way to turn into, no, guess not, but these do, and this I can plant and it'll grow another slime tree, which is really nice. So blue slime is not as useful as green slime because if you did follow the commentary track, Ricky did mention that they're OR dictionary for each other, but rather the blue is OR dictionary for the green. However, not everything uses OR dictionary, which means not everything adheres. Alright, let's see. So we need plastic and we need machine frame. Of course I don't have everything needed for a machine frame, so I'll take care of that and I'll make some plastic. Plastic, okay, no. Rubber, however, I do have. So yeah, I'll just get this processed in a hurry. We're gonna want this spawner up and running like right away. Anyway, that'll process. It has outputs in all sorts of directions, and I don't think I'm a fan of that. So is it dropping things over here? No, okay. Good, so this goes in here and this will cook up in a hurry, and then I'll cook that up after, and this will just make some more raw rubber for us. Raw rubber is good for a lot of things and not just cooking plastic, so we'll definitely be getting there. Now I'm gonna push to there, and there we go. And I'm gonna push some stuff through here because I'm gonna need more glass. So the easiest way I see to do that is to smelt up some sand, and the easiest way to make sand the way I see it is to run a bunch of stone through my grindy thingamajig. Now I'll want enough of this to sustain my flint habit up there, so we'll start by running the gravel, and I know it's going to output into the chest, but that's going to be alright. So the gravel here gets to run first, and then I'll just keep up with it, then I'll add the cobblestone. There we go. So I'll probably still have to push on top, right? So maybe, nope, yeah, no, that's not good. I'll set it to pull. Alright, pull. Only pull. That means all of it went over here, but that's alright. I'll get this down and moved over. I'll just have to keep an eye on this and get this moved up. The flint will never go in here and burn, so that's not really a concern I have to worry about. The rubber bars need to be handled just about ASAP, so there we go. Alright, and this will just process for a while. I'm going to move this over here so that it has enough flint for right now to process with. I'm going to have to up the game on that a little bit, but alright, so jetpack on. And we don't have the rubber yet. It's getting dark, right? Okay, good. Now, we need to catch an enderman to complete this operation. So yeah, raw plastic, and I'll take that. And then we'll have the spawner ready. Once we have the spawner, then everything is more or less ready to go. There we go, alright, so I want to put the spawner back in here so we have it. I'm gonna I have a couple of grinders going, so we're gonna have to examine those to see how much mob juice we have. So let's see. So I'll be going down now. Okay, good. We have full charge on the jetpack. We have the hang glider. And we have a safari net. Anything dropped over here? Nope. It seems that I'm just not able to get emeralds right now. I don't know, it could be the update, but I honestly just suspect, given everything, that it's my general luck right now. It's alright though. Actually, it provides for an interesting challenge when things aren't just working in your favor. I've never taken this long getting started in modded Minecraft. Not even the Chimera pack that we commonly play on the multiplayer server that I play on. We play lots of different stuff, but one of the things we do is the Chimera pack, which is made to slow progression a little bit. You still have all the options you need to do, well, all the things you want to do with modded Minecraft, but it's just balanced. There's alternatives to MFR instead of MFR. There's AE2. There's no big reactors, but there's thermodynamics, and there's extra utilities, which means you have plenty of ways to generate power. You just can't make a huge big reactor and mine the world like I usually do. So basically it makes it marginally more difficult to well, hello. So the second that I have what I need in terms of slime, 2 slime spawn down here. Yeah, so about that. Alright, so I'm gonna go looking for the elusive enderman out here. I'm thinking maybe out in the desert. Yeah, so there's an enderman. And he's annoyed with me. Good. That was almost too easy. Alright. It is time for ender pearls. Ender pearls galore. Now, talking MFR, there's other means of spawners, and I'm gonna have to worry about that later too, so I'm just gonna piss this enderman off, because enderman heads are really useful for Ender IO. At the moment I'm using MFR grinders, and there's a better way, but it's going to require this enderman's head if he chooses to drop it. He did not. Oh, I didn't get the pearl either. Ow. Alright. No fun. Alright, let's look around quickly. Okay, alright, so it's time to get as many ender pearls as I can possibly use. So it is time for the spawner. It's time for some conduit. There's a fair amount of fluid conduit here, which will have to be enough. I'm going to need some ender conduit. And there. Energy conduit is good. I'm going to need a little bit more of this. So energy conduit, I imagine I'll draw power from the big reactor. So in order to do that, I'm going to need a fair amount because it's far away. And I'm going to need some redstone because I remembered as I set it up with redstone. Anyway, that'll do. Also, ender pearl goes in here. Yeah, good. What am I waiting for? Let's get to the void. Here we go. Alright, so void weld spawner. I'm extracting from there, and I have a fair amount of essence. That's good. Alright, so I need to draw power from over there to over here, and I think I'll probably have to draw it underneath the platform for right now. Or maybe, yeah, no. I'll probably actually use tesseracts, but okay, so there's the grinder, and here will be my spawner. So the easiest way to do this, put this block down, put the auto spawner up against it, mine this block, there we go. Alright, the auto spawner needs energy and mob juice. Mob juice will connect to the grinder so that every time a mob is ground or grinded or whatever, it'll come back. The mob juice from that will come back to the system and will benefit from the room being dark too. So There we go. This is the input valve, so to speak. And there we go. So these two are connected now. Now I'm going to disconnect the buffer over here, and I'm going to take these down, and I'm going to connect them on the other side so that we can get some juice flowing. So, which one has the most mob essence? This one. Alright, that gets to be in front, so I'll put that right there. And set it to extract and go. Alright, so enderman should now be spawning galore up there. And then I'm going to quickly haul all of this into that drum. This is not necessarily pretty, but it'll work. I want all this into that drum, and I want all this into that drum, and I want all this into that drum. Alright, so now there's a one-way flow into this, and it'll fill up. Meanwhile, these will drain their power buffer pretty quickly when this thing starts filling up. It's out of energy. It's not getting power from over here. It should be getting power from over there. This is fully powered. So, oh, yeah, never mind. There we go. So, this should actually be spawning enderman. As you can hear, good things are happening to people who've waited a very long time for them to happen. There we go. Alright, so I hope this isn't filling up. Oh dear. Spare essence drum, but yeah, it took all the essence from grinder. So apparently you can now retrieve liquids from a container by right-clicking on it with a drum. I did not see that coming. Anyway, it's a minor disaster. So there we go. Alright, so all this settled, and now we can, yeah. So this will fill up slowly with essence as we go, and over here, this will use the essence as we go, and hopefully these, well, they're running a little bit behind, but that's okay now. I should have enough ender pearls to get some stuff done momentarily. Now I'm gonna clear this out because we're gonna need the contents of this very soon, or rather we're gonna fill it with other crap. So there we go. Instead of pulling a wire from this, I'm actually going to go with what I should be doing all along. I need to get tesseracts set up and used. There's just no way about it. So some of these things I can deposit in here, and some of these things I should be going elsewhere with. So marble, oh yeah, that's from the bottom. That's alright. The golden apple, I'll do the potato. This I'll dump in there. This, all this stuff is going in here in one of the random chests for right now. Now, at a soon-to-happen point, I'm gonna start putting everything in a. It's just I'm currently a little bit low on storage, and I need my massive mining operations. So I need Enderium, and this is the easiest way, I think. Shining it, silvering it, and tinning it. So shiny. There's a lot of those. So let's start out with 4. And silver, I'll have a ton of those. We'll take 4. That was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then tin. Tin. We're gonna need double up on that. I don't know why this keeps happening to me, but oh well. Hardly anything to cry about. So, okay, this is doing its own things. I'm gonna dump these in here and get those cooked up. This is coming out just the way I was hoping, which means I can start filling up this one with flint. This will also help my processing in the long run. Now, once we get to fully automate it, I'm going to inject the flint as needed into that system, and I'm going to send more gravel to be processed if this is the A system's running low on flint and stuff, but we'll worry about those things when we get there. Yeah, first and foremost, I need more power in the nether, and the way I'm going to get that is the enderman base here, and I'm going to combine that with, I'm going to combine 4 of that with pearls. I believe I'm going to need 8 pearls, and I'm going to check. Actually, it might be 4 pearls. Yeah, so that's an even amount. So we need 4 of these, 8 of these, 8 of these, and 4 of these. So let's see, 4 there, and I'm going to get some more enderium base. Anyway, what I'm getting to is I'm going to make tesseracts. This will allow me to transport things from one place to another without a whole boatload of wiring, which will be ultimately really nice. So I'm going to let that cook up, and while I do that, now this is theoretically not a world that'll see a lot of other players. I mean, I'll invite people in, and I'm already planning to invite Rookie to work on magic with me. However, what I'm trying to say is, this isn't necessary, but I'll do it because I do it on multiplayer servers. So, when making tesseracts or T machines, you can do this. So we're going to need copper, we're going to need silver, we're going to need redstone. 3 copper, 1 silver, and 10 redstone. So if I was to take 60 redstone, I'd need 6 silver and 18 copper. Now this I can turn into signalum. Signalum is what I'm gonna need for making machines private in T, which may not sound like a big priority, but it allows for the private channels that some people may remember from okay, so my brain is a little garbled. From the 1.6.4 mod pack, you had private channels and tesseracts. Well, you still do, but you need to craft them in a specific way. So this is what we're gonna do, and I'll demonstrate. Anyway, hardened glass thermal expansion. You can do, yeah, that's only really, I was just thinking maybe I could do it without the obsidian dust, but I can't. So I'm gonna run some obsidian dust here, and that shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna get some flint and put in the machine over here so that it does give a decent secondary chance. Because, well, that's, aside from being out of habit, then getting more than double everything you throw in, it seems like a good way to go. There we go. This is cooking up now, so it should be. We have enderium now. We have 4 enderium. Did I take the other enderium? I hope I did. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get all of this. Might as well just move it over, right? So now I've kind of automated this through virtue of everything that goes through there is going to be processed all the way. Let's see. Enderium. Yeah, okay, good. So I need the hardened glass. In order to get that, I'm going to need a bunch of this. And I'm going to need lead. So, lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. It's going to do for 34. or 32 of the others. There we go. So 32 pulverized obsidian and 4 lead should lead to a bunch of hardened, well, not a bunch, but a little bit of hardened glass. I believe that's going to lead to 2 hardened glass per lead, so 8 hardened glass, which is what we need. Now, I have enough signalum for what I need to do, so I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to get this added. And then I'm going to, because I still want my signalum, it's going to come in handy for a lot of things, so I'll make some more of it later on. Anyway, for right now, it's just, I want to get those tesseracts going so that my spawner will run, and I'll be getting all these delightful ender pearls. Also, once that thing is set up and the big reactor is running, then I'll start moving my various things into the void world. So, alright, so 8 of these, 8 of those again, and this will do everything we need to do essentially. So, though I think I may have miscalculated, that's a bit of a drag, yeah I have. Alright, nothing to be too concerned about though. I'm going to make 2 tesseract frames. Done like that. There we go. Now I'm going to need 8 pearls to fill them up, so we're going back to the void. Because of the void, no one can hear the enderman scream, right? These are still not generating enough power, but eventually this will build up, it'll pop, and somebody will get killed. There we go. There's enough essence in here for a while. This is filling up, so hopefully once another one gets killed, yeah. So let's see, we've got a pearl. We need 7 more pearls to get this going, and then once we have the tesseract going, I'm going to add these over here. Actually, I'm going to input the yellorium. Oh wow, wasn't quite enough to actually do things. Anywho, let's see, this fuel rod says set from signal, commit. Alright, that one's ready to set from signal, and this one says active while below. 50% is good. I mean, dealing with this size of reactor, 50% might actually be a fair amount of power coming in. So let's see, now we're loading. No, it should be loading. For some reason, it is not starting up. I'm going to say toggle and pulse, set from signal, reset, toggle and pulse, set from signal, there we go. Alright, so now it gets, alright, so it started. Now, it's getting way too hot, so yeah, I'm gonna have to drop the fuel rods a little bit. Also, this is not gonna be in any way scientific, because I don't have enough fuel to run it at full capacity, and it'll never really run at full capacity because, unless I'm using all of the power, of course. Yeah, okay, so this seems alright. We're generating 2.6 kilo RF per tick, which is to say that's pretty decent. We're filling up the buffer, and yeah, it remains to be seen if it shuts off, but considering it turned it on, it'd be pretty safe to say that once it finishes, it'll shut off. So, alright, down here again. Oh dear, I hear a cat. Yeah, alright. Hopefully this will spawn enough endermen that... Okay, so a lot of things are spawning in there, not all of them endermen. By standing this close, I'm actually going to provoke it to primarily spawn endermen, because this will stop the normal spawn mechanics, and yeah, but it's going way too slow, so this needs help. In order to help it, I might be tempted to do something horribly inefficient. but we'll see. I suspect that it needs to be full before it actually starts grinding. Yeah, this is building up slow too, so let's do something horribly inefficient, and it is just for right now. As soon as I'm done with this, and there's very little I need, I can actually go back to being super efficient with my fuel, but for right now, I want to get this, handled, so I'm going to need a generator. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a furnace generator. These are not inexpensive per se, but they're not horrible at this stage in the game. However, they burn coal like it's their job. Well, it is their job, but they burn a lot of coal in a very short amount of time, so that is my concern. However, at this point, I'm more concerned with getting this done so that I can get efficient power to the area without having to worry. So, yeah. Anyway, there we go, and these two on, and I'm gonna give him something. There we go. There's Death Comes Swiftly, and oh dear, that cat spawned on top. No. Thankfully you won't see why those cats are bad. The cats from, like the wither cats, are ferocious. Truly ferocious. So, yeah. Alright, so this thing is actually spawning new things, and that thing's killing them, so let's see how we're doing. Okay. I'm not meant to get fast ender pearls right now, I think. Anyway, we'll let this run, and this pops new monsters, and this over here kills them, so eventually I'll be able to replace all of these, with a tesseract that just receives the power. Probably also means I can compress the setup a little bit, but we'll worry about that when it happens. In the long run, I'll be able to compress it a whole lot, because I'll be able to make a tesseract setup specifically for spawning. But, for right now, that's less of a concern. Let's see if we're getting any pearls. We've got 2 pearls now. So, there's a little ways to go up until 7. Now, in order to get there, I'd have to sit around out here because this area is not chunk loaded, which is a little silly on my part, but I'll want to move my A2 setup out here anyway, so I'm thinking I'll be okay in some way. I'm going to set up right here for my power acceptor. I'm going to wait about setting up growth accelerator and stuff. That'll be second order business, but for right now I'm just gonna set up the basic A2 setup. There we go. So this is going to, yeah, I'm probably gonna need to stop the flow from here. Okay, active with signals, good. So this stops, and this can then drain slowly, which is going to be necessary because if this fills up, it'll start grinding slower, and, well, that's no good. Alright, so we're 2 ender pearls away from being where we want to be. Okay, this is good. We're 2 ender pearls away still. Anyway, I need this area chunk loaded, and I need my base moved here. I think I'm gonna stop using the turtles, or maybe chunk load them wherever they end up. We're gonna have to see about that. But either way, I'm gonna have to move a chunk loader out here, which is to say I'm gonna need need these tesseracts. Huh, good, good, good. One more of this. We'll have the tesseract we need to really get this setup going. And this is draining a little bit, which is good. And this one's using it, and we're good, we're good, okay, so I want this out of here chunk loaded, because we're going to need a lot of ender pearls. This is just the beginning, so... but let's go back to the overworld, and hurry up and craft with these ender pearls. So, I have 1 pearl left, and I have my 2, whoa, okay. I have my 2 tesseract frames. I accidentally fat finger syndrome and everything hit F11. There we go. Alright. So, oh yeah, I need a bucket of lava to get this thing to actually produce anything. Happy joy. So, bucket of lava. Bucket, and I need lava. So, bucket I can find. Oh, yeah. Well, luckily I was prepared for this situation, though not for this situation. Like, this is not meant to be for this. Anyway, that'll provide me with the lava. That'll let all this smelt, which is fine, but what I really want is I want these ender pearls to smelt. This bronze is for some reason not smelting out. Maybe it's because it's industrial craft stuff. I don't know. I'll dump that somewhere else. The gold I'll worry about later. But yeah, these go in here. Now, I think this recipe will work. I guess we're about to find out if this actually works. So, okay, so there's 1 frame sitting down there, and everything is smelting. So, first is going to be the gold, and actually I think I'm just going to use the gold from the boots to make some of my patterns. But yeah, we'll take that as it comes. Now, molten gold, everything's good. And here comes the pearls. Now you want to be careful that things you mix in the smeltery, if you need the pure things, do not combine into an alloy. Alright, I'm going to try to see if this is going to cut it. I've seen this work in other mod packs before, so I do anticipate this will be alright. For some reason this is taking a long time though. There we go. Alright, yeah, it's working. Full tesseract frame, we're good to go. Alright, so I'm gonna need Tinker's Alloy. And Tinker's Alloy is basically a compound of copper and tin. So there you go. This is completely horribly messy, but that's what it is. So we're gonna have to mix these 2 up. So we want copper and tin. And yeah, I don't know why this happened, but I'll toss these up here. So what's going on here? Sand is going on here. So yeah. So evidently we're now doing bronze or Tinker's Alloy. And then we'll do this next. So Tinker's Alloy, we're gonna take all this, because this is gonna be really beautiful to work with later on. Anyway, this is what we need. Like, this will put us in prime position for what we're gonna do. And that means I can make a tesseract. So what I need to do is I need to go tesseract, whoop, and have the other frame in here. Once they're built, I'm going to have to do something with the tesseracts to make sure I get private channels. So I'm going to do this, and 2 full tesseracts, And I need the... Okay, I need actually both the signalum and the bronze. So, well, it should be Tinker's Ally, but it has been renamed to Bronze Ingot now. Alright, well, that's fine. And there's the signalum. So, signalum, I'm gonna need a bunch of this as ingots. So, doing this, it's gonna craft me 2 blocks. So, I want to do this, and I want to do this. There we go. Now I can have private channels on them. Alright, so let's head to the void. Actually, I'm going to up the stakes a little bit. I'm going to the void. I'm going to take this with me, so there we go. These are coming with me. You're coming with me, you're coming with me, and you're coming with me. You're coming with me. You, and you. Alright, so I probably need to go in there and get everything that I spilled on the ground. Oh yeah, spilled on the ground. Never mind. Pretty sure I know where to find it now, so I'm gonna go over here and open this and take my stuff. Alright, so this is what I need to get my stuff started. And I'm just gonna pick this up. This might take a moment. Skystone is really good for a lot of things. For having to mine it again? No, not so good. Actually, I'm gonna ignore that for right now, because it's just a little too much effort. This can go there. Okay, good. So this will take care of itself. This area is chunk loaded. This can stay, which is good. I'm just gonna clear out this. I'm gonna check this will just run too, so that's actually beautiful. I'll move the gravel over because you never quite know. It'd be nice to have the... Actually, no, I won't move the gravel over. I'll take the gravel with me, and I'll take some sand with me because sand can be mighty nice to have too. And flint, you never know. Alright, good. So this will all take care of itself, and this I have in here is transfer node. There's some interesting stuff here, but we'll worry about that later. And the same goes for here. I should be bringing some of the stuff. I will bring this. And apples maybe. Yeah, you never know. Anyway, I'm now headed to the void to build my base. So come to me. Oh yeah, again in here. Anyway. This goes over here. I'm going to break this down. And I'll put a torch up here just in case that I create any spawn zones. Because spawn zones in your primary base, even though this is not going to remain my primary base for long, spawn zones in here is pretty bad. Okay, so over here, we have some various good stuff too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's just head to the void and worry about stuff out here afterwards. Alright, so we have tesseracts, and we have a storage system we need to set up. So I'll start with the storage system. So we'll get this here. Whoop. And I'm gonna put this next to, so a little bit of a hole here and here. Yeah, I'm unsure how I want to do this with the power, because I want to pull power past it, but I still want to be able to use this, so we'll see what I do. These in, and the system's powered up, so import bus, we'll worry about that later. All these things we'll worry about a little bit later. Yeah. But I'll fill all this, except for the 2 tesseracts, in here, so that I can deal with it later. So, conduit. Alright, this is just... Whoop. I'm going to pop this on here, and I'm going to call it... Whoop, private. Owner only. This is a private channel now. And I'm not going to receive items or fluids. And I will send energy. This will always be on. Ignore redstone. I'll pick a channel as a number, 42, and I'll call it duck power. So this is what it's initially just going to do. This is going to send power. I'm going to have a spread out system that will take care of everything else. So this is now currently actually leaking power into the tesseract. This would stand completely still if nothing was used in it, but the tesseract, I do believe, has a buffer. Oh no, this is the A2 system, never mind. The tesseract's buffer must already be full. Well, that should happen pretty much instantly when you connect it to directly to the yeah. What I'm trying to say is this is nothing to see or move along. Okay, so I will take these down and I'll put the tesseract up here. It'll connect to there, and then again I'm going to go in here, owner only, and it'll receive power. It'll do nothing else, and ignore redstone, and use duck power. There we go. Now this tesseract is powering this, and these will be allowed to finish. These are already done. We'll take the furnace gens down because we don't really need those. And alright, so this will just run for right now. Everything here will be way better powered because now there's actually enough energy to sustain it. As you can hear, this means constant spawn and constant kill. So what happens over here is this fills up a lot faster. Yeah, I actually have some ender pearls to show for this. So I'm going to go over here and make a chunk loader. This way we can chunk load the entire spawn area around here. Which will be really, really nice. This means that we can keep this running for a very long time. And yeah, alright, so chunk loader. Do chunk loader. There we go. Enchantment table. And this setup. And we have a chunk loader. Now, we could also do spot loaders, but actually I'm just gonna set up. Now I'm gonna set up the chunk loader, and probably I want to cover this at some point, but I'll put the chunk loader over in this corner for right now. And I want to see. Now we have. There we go. Okay, so this loads the spawner, but not the base. This is what Opus will do for you, amongst a lot of other things, but when Opus is actually properly activated, there we go. And I'm gonna return to no overlay so that I can see what I'm doing. Anyway, now this is loaded, and this will keep mining for time eternal, which is exactly what we wanted to do. So, ender pearl galore, hopefully. Alright, so we finally have ender pearls going, and that means I can safely set this thing to drain, and hopefully by the time I return, so yeah, this is not exactly filling up with essence. Now we need pressurized fluid conduit to prevent what you're seeing here, but there's nothing to do about that. Now I'm going to set this to auto extract, and that means this will fill up in a heartbeat, and it means it will start clogging up in this. Yeah, I will automate this later, but for right now, that's the best I can do. Maybe if I put this essence drum over here and do like a connect around or whatever, then it won't be less of an issue. Actually, I think I'll try to do something like that. So that'll run for right now. I need a few more conduits, and hopefully, yeah. Hopefully I can can get this to be a buffer instead. This will also allow me to keep it running when I end the episode, which is going to be fairly soon. We should be coming up on the end of the episode. So. Alright, so I'll add drum here, and yeah, that means everything is draining into that really quickly, which is good. Yeah, so this is draining too, and this is draining over here, and everything's draining. And I'll add some. Yeah, this is good. This is good. So over here and over there, and then we'll take it out from there. So I'll need to remove these two. But in order to get there, I'm gonna have to let this go for a little moment or two. There we go. And then I need to be somewhat sneaky about it. So those two fluid conduits. Fluid conduit. There we go. Okay. Good. Fluid out here and then down here, and it connects to there. Good. And then I'll pull it out from here all the time. There we go. So this will fill this. That'll spawn mobs, and when they die, this will fill up, and the essence will pump back into here. Now, this is not a win operation per se. Like, I get less essence back per mob killed than I spent to get them killed, or to get them spawned. But well, the reason why I have any essence at all is because other mobs spawn in there because it's a dark room. So eventually I'll have to do something a little more advanced to keep the spawner going anything but really slow. That's alright though, that's not a priority right now. The priority right now is to get enough ender pearls to get started on some better armor and some serious flight. This will provide me near immortality for what's to come, which means traveling to the nether will be a lot less scary and exciting. But yeah. So this is running really well, and yeah, and I'm gonna keep taking these ender pearls out. This will be able to run overnight. This area is chunk loaded and everything is in order. So when I'm working over here, that area over there will chunk load, and yeah, that should be just fine. So I'm going to pull this wire up and above and down on the other side, and then across here probably. Or maybe I'll pull it behind and down. Yeah, that might actually be the best solution. Behind and down. So that's what we'll do. This will be a little bit scary, but I have my jetpack, and I'm not that afraid. Okay, so over here I need some conduit. Now I can cover these conduits once they're through, which I will, but I'm just thinking there's no harm in making it look somewhat decent without covering it, and then it can look really decent when I've covered it. So there we go. So I want to pull this around the building for right now. And I have the jetpack and I have charge on it. Good. Now the thing about working in a void world like this is that I get really frayed nerves. I can't help but wonder, like, next step, where is I going to be? Into the void, or, yeah, so, alright, so I'm going to start by pulling it over here, and, actually not all the way around, but I'll pull it to this corner, and yeah, so, the idea is to make a production facility here where everything is automated, including reception of everything. This also means we need a whole lot more of certain things, so I'm going to need to get some serious storage, which means I'm going to need to get some serious storage facilities. And I can now, with the things I have, I can make advanced blocks like the quarry and that sort of deal, which is going to be really useful for my further operations. So I'm going to be able to make an ender quarry, and this will get me started on the ender quarry side of things. But anyway, that'll be for next episode. So yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys soon for the next episode. Bye for now.